Hey YouTube, this is a full moon in Libra, April 2020 tarot spread. Just checking in with the collective energy and seeing sort of where we are right now and how we can best take advantage of the energy of this full moon. So as I was meditating before I hit record, I was really getting some strong images of like what we hold dear, like what we hold close, and then also a need for expanding our view of what we hold close, which includes community, and how we look at the world in general, and how our way of sort of being in the world that goes from the individual to the collective, right? So everything that's going on right now is leading us to a different way of being, and part of that includes the way that we connect with each other and the way that we rely on each other and how generous we are with each other. I think that a lot of people right now are, as we sort of settle into this new way, this new temporary way of being, are realizing what, now that there has been a bit of a slowdown, how the world actually can be. We've sort of been tricked into this idea that we don't have enough time and that we don't have enough money, and while all of that has been true, it isn't the way that it has to be. And so I think that this time right now is really sort of showing us that, and the energy of this full moon in Libra is highlighting this idea of the collective. Okay, so I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, and then after that we're gonna pull a few oracle cards and see how we go. Seven of Wands, Judgment. We're going to do a 9-card spread today. Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to lay the cards down and then we'll get into it. Page of Wands. Four of Wands. Two of Cups. This is beautiful. King of Cups. The Tower. And the Six of Wands. Okay. So there is a lot of anxiousness and a sense of fear in the collective, which is causing us to have to really go deeply within in order to sort of protect ourselves from all of the craziness that has been trying to get to us, whether that is the news, social media, you know, just the collective energy, which has actually been quite intense, and I would assume will continue to be intense for quite some time. So it's actually causing a lot of us to feel like we have lost a connection to ourself, a connection to our spirit, our connection to the divine, our connection to the collective. So many of us are having to work in a brand new way. The way that our lives are structured right now, centered around the home and family, has been a bit of an adjustment, but there is a settling in that is allowing us to see see light in a new way. We do have to be careful with the amount of time that we are spending listening to the thoughts of other people. This has been coming up in pretty much all of my readings, and it's because it's the truth. If you are spending all of your time watching the news and getting the updates, the news is definitely slanted and twisted and designed to keep you pulled in and in fear. And so, yes, it's important to stay up to date about what's going on. And yes, social media is a great way to stay in touch with your friends and your family during this time of social social isolation. But making a conscious effort to really limit the times that you're spending with that is so important right now, because we don't want to get stuck in the deception. We don't want to get stuck in the idea that this is a hopeless situation, because we really are being called to envision a new kind of future, right? This tower moment that we're going through, this crazy destruction, is all happening for a reason, because it is helping us create a new way of being. It's a new way of being that allows for deeper connections. It allows us to grow with each other, and realizing that there is an abundance in the universe that exists, rather than the lack that we have been sort of deceived into believing exists. Right? There's not enough. I have to take care of me and mine, because I have to like grab and get what's mine, because there's not enough. And that's not true. This is an infinitely abundant universe. It's just that there have been a few people who are holding the purse strings and making us believe that lie. It's really not true. There is a co-creative way of being that many of us have been feeling coming for a long time. And that is one that is really connected to not just our emotions and our internal being, our internal sort of atmosphere, but also the external. And I think really right now, if we can tap into a sense of play and excitement and wonder about what's going on, rather than being trapped in the fear, then the creation of this new way of being is going to be so much easier. This full moon energy is really intense, and it's also very creative. And so what we're spending our time focusing on right now, how do I say it? It's like incubates really strongly, for lack of a better way of saying that. There is an energy of incubation, and we will be birthing something more beautiful than we could ever imagine. The gestation period might be longer than we like, but the end result will be nothing short of miraculous, and probably something that we didn't think that we would see in our lifetime, right? So this tower energy is really allowing for a faster manifestation of that existence. I want to pull a few oracle cards. It's really hard to come out with like this super positive message at a time when I know that so many people are struggling, and there is so much fear. So many people have lost their jobs. They feel like their whole sense of security has been taken away, and unfortunately, it's that kind of pain, it's that kind of loss, that is going to force us to require a new way of being, a new way of operating, a new way of receiving healthcare, a new way of receiving benefits, a new way of wanting to take care of each other, a new way of relying on each other rather than just expecting the government to take care of something for us, because it's obvious that that's not going to happen. Our government is broken, and it does not work for the people anymore, and we have to start working for ourselves. We have to start creating community programs that make sure that we're all taken care of and fed and loved and supported. We have to start connecting with the earth in a different way, and growing our own food rather than relying on someone to bring our food to us, growing food for our neighbors. I'm telling you guys, the community aspect of this is so important right now. Okay, this is a time for healing. 100%. This is a time for healing the wounds that have been inflicted on us over and over and over and over again throughout time. It's absolutely insane. And so this is a time for individual healing and a time for collective healing. Confidence is your key to success. So don't get caught up in all of the sort of thought patterns that want to keep us small. Stay connected to your power, stay connected to your confidence, and we'll be able to manifest this a lot better. I encourage you to join in on global meditations that are happening, because that is raising the frequency of the earth in a way that is measurable. There are graphs out there showing what happens when people meditate together. And so take advantage of this full moon energy. I think there is one going on tonight or tomorrow or tomorrow night. This is right now, it's April 7th. And so join in on that, because that's where we really create change when in what feels like an impossible situation. Okay, one more card and then we will call it good. Okay, come to life. I love that. It's so beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. This moon is allowing us to come to life in a different way. It is waking us up to a lot of lies. It's waking us up to the fact that life actually can be different. And so I encourage you to take care of yourself and to take care of each other, and start dreaming about ways that we can live in a co-creative community and world rather than one that keeps us separate. So thank you so much for spending some time with me. If this resonated with you, please like or share or subscribe. All of those things are really helpful. This is a brand new channel, and so I'm actually really honored to be here and honored to read for you, and I hope to connect with you. That's what I'm here for. So thank you so much, and much love.